Hello refuelers. We are entering some very exciting times as warriors in the Air Force and the Air National Guard. For the first time in my 31-year career, commanders and service secretaries at the very top of our chain of command are listening to the field at an unprecedented level. In turn, they are implementing time savings, cost cutting, and common sense measures to make your job easier, and it will ultimately enhance the lethality of our fighting force. For example, did you ever think you'd see nearly all the ancillary CBTs disappear? It happened just last week across the Air Force because of your inputs. Did you ever think that the Air Force would send wings $100,000 each to innovate and fix readiness solely at our discretion? Well, once again, it happened. As you're well aware, sometimes our biggest problems are the processes themselves, the endless red tape, or multiple layers of approval and coordination. While the Air Force is rich in some awesome traditions, we are also hindered by traditional thinking. Instead, we need to think outside the box, embrace some of the innovations, especially some of those better ideas of our younger airmen. General Rice, our Air Guard director, said it best when he said we need to attack the frozen center. Let me give you an example of innovation. This is the number 4 engine on one of our mighty KC-135s. In the back of the engine, you'll see a small box that looks like a radiator. That's actually an oil cooler for the integrated drive generator. However, the number 4 engine has no generator. Only the numbers 1, 2, and 3 engines are so equipped. Why then would you need this equipment on the number 4 engine? Well, here's why. Shortly after the development of the R model engine, a crew chief suggested that all 135 engines should have this oil cooler in order to make all engines interchangeable, thus saving money and ultimately time for the warfighter. A common sense solution that's now in place because an airman was innovative and because his supervisors and commanders listened. Here's a quick video from the Air National Guard about the value of innovation.
From Secretary Mattis to Director Rice, the focus has changed. Lethality. The Air National Guard is in a unique position to answer this call because of our diversity. Not just demographic or ethnic, but our diversity of thought, our diversity of knowledge, and our diversity of skills. Are you an outside-the-box thinker? Are you an innovator? Do you know a better way to do your task or your job? We want to know it. And we're not talking about a stuffy, bureaucratic suggestion program. We are talking about airmen solving problems that we aren't even working on yet. This is a hard shift in thinking. The technology our adversary can use against us is now available at your local retailer for a few $100s. What is that next attack going to look like? We can't wait for that to happen and then start working on fixing our vulnerability. Same is true for our next cyber attack, and the same is true for our next hurricane response. We need you to seriously consider these and other problems and use your innovation and skills to come up with the solutions we haven't thought of yet. We will take your ideas and elevate the best ones to the top. We will give you an audience. If you need money, time, or assistance to execute your ideas, we want to know. Don't think in terms of how we've always done things, and don't think in terms of what's not possible. You are not just a cog in a wheel, reduced to do the task you've been given the same way, just because that's how we've always done it. No. You are an American airman in the Air National Guard. You are the first line of defense for your homeland, and you are a lethal instrument of war abroad. We are looking for volunteers who want to see innovation at their wing. We need leaders of any rank and any skill who want to change the culture of the Air National Guard. As we bring our innovation site online, we need your ideas and insights. As we start launching innovation events around the Guard, we need your participation and passion. The lethal Air National Guard of tomorrow is the one we innovate today. So tell us, Airmen, what have you got?
Wow, that's some exciting stuff. And I can say that in the last 3 weeks, I have personally witnessed the commitment to innovation from our Air Force and Air National Guard leadership. They are committed to eliminating non-value-added activity and creating more white space on the airman's schedule. General Rice stated that his goal is for 5/6 of an airman's time to be spent directly performing duties related to his or her AFSC, and only 1/6 of their time doing other stuff. This is exactly what the phrase "we fly airplanes" is all about. It is to never forget that we are warriors with a mission, and that is job one. Locally, we're kicking off an innovation initiative, and I've asked Captain Kamisha Smith from the maintenance group to be the team lead. Your squadron leadership is identifying airmen for this team that think outside the box and utilize technology to its fullest. There will be small innovation teams within each squadron and an overarching larger team to improve the wing. I'm personally tasking Captain Smith's team to listen to airmen across the wing about what's broken, challenge existing policies and paradigms, and then come up with common sense solutions. I'm asking you to support this innovation team and give them the problems and any ideas that you may have. So, let's take the smoke pit and the water cooler talk to the next level and fix some things for our wing and for those that will replace us at the 117th one day. Folks, as you well know, we are a very busy wing and we are a very visible wing. We currently have an unprecedented amount of support from our community, military, and political leaders that will surely manifest into bigger and better things for the future of the 117th. You bet we've made some changes around here for sure, but we are out in front because of the hard work, positive attitudes, and dedicated loyalty of you, the backbone of the 117th. Be safe this summer, and thanks for what you do.